Hi, this is James Gordon Artoli here with Book Review. Today's book we're reviewing today, Shoot by Doulgas Fairbairn. This is from Dell, and this edition is from March 1974. It was originally published in hardcover in 1973. This was an absolute huge letdown. I was really disappointed with this book. It gets off to an excellent start, and then it follows the main character and the other characters during a week, and I feel like, okay, the story's built up anticipation for the big event that I'm looking forward to, but the author just drops the ball. It basically just ends the story and doesn't deliver anything that I wanted. I was just so disappointed with the ending. It's this big build to nothing, and overall, this book was just really disappointing. I was just so bummed when I got to the ending to get like no big big climax, no big battle, nothing. I got none of that. The author just basically just types in a few pages and then it's the story. So this book was a really huge letdown, despite this gorgeous cover artwork. And then there's another paperback edition that has a really cool cover artwork I like. But oh man, this book sucks. Um, while the writing and pacing was good in this book, which I enjoyed, but the author just again fails to deliver anything explosive that I wanted to get out of this novel. And when I was finishing up my review last night, I was looking to other works to see what else Doulgas Fairbairn has written. Apparently, he's written a crime novel set in Miami and a novel about squirrels, and that's about it. So yeah, this author doesn't really have much of a catalog, but I also found out there's a film that's based on this novel. I've heard mixed things about, so I'll have to check that out, see if it's somewhat better than this novel. But I'll explain more in my review of the many problems I have with this book, and overall, just a huge letdown. Alright, on to the book review. Plot. Rex Jeanette, a tough ex-World War II and Korean War vet, is a skilled marksman alone having a big ego of himself and dislikes his lazy family, specifically his older son Michael, who became a hippie, which he has broken contact with. The only son Rex likes is Davy, who enjoys hunting and shooting like him. With him is his group of war buddies. Lou, a gun collector who loves owning both submachine guns along with assault rifles as he prides himself with his armory. Peter Vernani, Zeke Springer, and Bob Lazinski are also gun lovers who own different collection of firearms. Every weekend, Rex takes his war buddies hunting up in the Canadian wilderness for hunting as they enjoy themselves being outdoors, drinking beer, relaxing in their cabin, killing their prey, and shooting their guns. Like Rex, his friends are tough men as they enjoy the extreme lifestyle along with having big egos of themselves. However, Rex and his friends are growing annoyed over more hunters showing up in their spot as there's less animals to hunt. While out hunting along the Syrup River around 6 p.m. on Sunday, Rex and his group of friends are heading back to their cabin at Glass Hill when they run into a group of 7 hunters. As the two groups stare at each other, doing nothing, suddenly one hunter shoots at Pete, gazes him in the ear. Rex and his friends return fire, killing one of the rival hunters as the two sides quickly flee. Rex and his friends carry the wounded Pete to their Ford station wagon and get out of there. Reaching a gas station, Rex complains of calling the police or taking Pete to the nearest hospital. However, his friends think they should avoid going to the cops since they may not believe their story and take the rival hunter's side. Rex goes to the hospital, but his friends convince him to take Pete to their medic friend Jim rather than risk the cops. Rex drives over to Lou's place and calls Jim to come over to treat Pete's wounds while Lou looks at his gun collection and plays with his favorite assault rifle, a AR-15, and fantasizes about killing those hunters who shot at him. After hearing no news about the shooting or any signs of police, Rex and his friends agree to keep quiet about this and to cover up their tracks so they won't be charged with murder as neither one wants to be sent to prison. As the days go by with Rex and his friends doing their normal jobs while paying each other a visit, along with taking part in military activities, however, everyone can't stop thinking about that day, and each time they all read the morning paper or watch the news, they fear one day those rival hunters will report them, causing Rex and his friends to be paranoid. Rex then goes over to the Canadian side and finds a story in a local paper about a hunting accident where Edward Graham was killed. Rex calls his wife Mrs. Graham while posing as an old friend of Edward's. Rex learns that the man who was killed was also a vet along with his friends with their leader, Marshall Flynn, a ace pilot who fought against the Japanese during World War II. Marshall and his friends also hunt in that same area every weekend, and they will be going there again this Saturday. After getting all the information he can, Rex then tracks down where Marshall works and brings the news to his friend Lou. Rex explains that Marshall and his friends are planning on going after them, knowing they'll be there. At first, Lou is hesitant about this, but Rex refuses to let any one of those men breathe after nearly killing their friend, nor have his favorite hunting spot ruined. Rex then visits all his friends, Zeke and Pete, telling them about the rival hunters are going hunting this weekend and wants to finish them off. All of them agree, especially Pete, for nearly getting killed on that day. However, Lou isn't interested and Rex calls him out. Rex calls his war buddies for a meeting in his department store office. During a meeting, Rex lays out his plans to hunt down these rival hunters by bringing more men and firepower to ensure they'll win this battle. During the week, Rex recruits other soldiers to join his hunting party while bringing them a military truck and jeep along with tons of ammo, weapons, and flak jackets. After carefully planning this out along with getting the right men on board, Rex and his war buddies head back to their hunting spot as they plan to hunt down those hunters that nearly killed them. However, this may be Rex and his friends' last battle they fight in. Shoot was a tamed and slow thriller that failed to deliver anything explosive that I wanted. The first few pages get off to a really good start, but as the story follows the main character Rex figuring out who shot at him along with his friends, then going into a whole week of planning his revenge only to have the story abruptly end with very little action was very disappointing. While I like the writing and pacing in Shoot, but most of the characters we come to know are almost unlikable, with Rex being a self-centered bigot who prides himself in hunting animals for sport, cheating on his wife multiple times, along with showing disgust towards other groups of people he dislikes. I seriously wish the author just added another 100 pages or more to deliver the action I've been waiting for, as I was fine with the story following the day-to-day life of Rex along with the other characters, but just ending the story where I was ready to watch a battle only to be disappointed by it ending within a few pages. I also felt the story could have been way better if it instead followed Rex and his friends trying to survive out in the wilderness while being hunted down by this rival hunting group in the beginning of the story. That could have made a way better novel. I discovered there was a film based on this novel. I will have to see if the 76 film of the same is better or worse than the novel it's based on. Overall, I don't recommend Shoot, as it will disappoint most readers expecting more from this novel. You can find better thriller and action novels about men being hunted by other men, such as First Blood, The Parker's Mind, The Running Man, Battle Royale, and many others than this one. And that's a review today. Hope you enjoy. Yeah, this was a huge letdown. I was really disappointed with this book. When I read the first few pages, I wasn't sure at the beginning what it was going to start off like, but then when I read it, it just kind of throws you right into it. I thought, okay, it's going to be one of those books that just throws you right to the action. Okay. The beginning part gets off to a really good start, and then the whole aftermath part I enjoyed, but then after that, it's very slow. There's a lot of reading to get through, and, well, as I said, I didn't mind the day-to-day life of Rex and the other characters we come to know, but this whole time I feel like, okay, the author could have focused a little bit on, like, not gone too much with the day-to-day life, just a little bit of it, and then get right back to the action. That's what I want to read, and it's just all this, drama, some characters arguing with each other, and then you got scenes with Rex cheating on his wife because he's dissatisfied with the woman he's married to, and I really dislike the main character a lot, Rex. He's just an absolute asshole is what he is. This guy that prides himself in hunting defenseless animals for sport, and his attitude towards other groups of people, this character was really, really rubbing me the wrong way, and I was kind of thankful for what happens to him in the book, but at least I was hoping to get some action out of it, and I didn't get much of that, and the ending, I was kind of dumbfounded. I was like, what the hell just happened? Because it just abruptly, like, you're expecting this, like, action to come out of nowhere, and it just abruptly ends. Like, what the hell just happened? I had to go back, read the part again, and I kind of figure out what happened, and I always thought, this is stupid. So I'm going to spoil the ending because this ending is kind of stupid, so spoiler alert. So after planning this whole thing out, getting like extra, ex-soldiers, weapons, ammo, body armor, and all this gear to take on these like six hunters and stuff. They get to the spot where it all happened, and then an argument happens where the main character is arguing with the one character, and then all of a sudden there are hundreds of hunters that shoot at them. That's right. There's like so the rival side has like over 100 men that shoot back at them. I thought, what? This scene just caught me off guard. It just really caught me off guard. I was expecting it to go a completely different route where they have to face off against these like six hunters, and it turns out they're much more experienced than the other group. To make it more challenging. But the ending just sucked. I was really disappointed. The only thing that this book has is that it's very well written. It's very well written. It's got the right instructions good. The pacing is good. The detail in weapons is excellent. Like the detail in like firearms, ammo, and other military jargon. It's very well written. So I'll give it that. But it just fails to deliver anything good. So um, yeah, and the other characters are they're not really that likable either. So yeah, this book I would definitely say pass on. It's definitely not worth reading. I was kind of let down. I was hoping this would be another like good, dark, gritty like action novel, as I found so many great novels that are like way better than the films they're loosely based on. So, and this one turned out to be like a huge disappointment. So, I did find a copy of Shoot on eBay. As this movie is only available on either VHS or DVD, so I'm gonna have to sell for the DVD because I don't have a VHS player anymore. Sadly, this movie is on Blu-ray, unfortunately. So I hope, from what I've been told, apparently the only thing that the film does that it cuts out all the sex scenes and it kind of focuses more on the action. So I am hoping that the film will be better. And apparently, it's got a very impressive cast, so that might make up for it, hopefully. But it all depends, as the story is the most part of the film. If the film does have a good story, then it doesn't matter who you got cast in it. It won't. The actors can't save the film if the story's not good. So I'll have to see how the film is. All right, that's the review today. This one is just a short and simple one. And for my next book, I'll begin reading The Deep by Peter Benchley. I have no confidence in this book, but it's been sitting on my shelf for so many years. I gotta, make room on my shelf, so I decided to get this book out of the way. And I have no expectations for this book. I'm just going to read it, see what it's like, and I don't have any confidence in this Arthur, as I read two books by him. They were both bad. His well-known novel Jaws, and then Island was another one I read that I didn't like. So I don't have any confidence in this book. I'm just going to read it and see if it's bad as the other two, or even worse, or who knows, might be better. But I have no high hopes for this book, so that's what I'll be reading next. Alright, if you enjoyed this review, please like it, share it, and please don't forget to subscribe to October Library, the YouTube channel, and the Facebook group with the same name. Please support your review of fiction. Until then, I'll catch you later.